Very good morning, all the students of fourth standard, and we are learning here the 10th lesson, Baji Prabhu and the memorable battle of Ghodkhind. This lesson we are learning, fourth standard, 10th lesson we are learning. In this, page number 38 is going on, page number 38, and Baji Prabhu the Brave. This point is going on. The angry troops of the cities were fast galloping toward the Ghodkhind Pass. Angry troops of the soldiers of the Siddhi Masud, they were approaching toward the Ghodkhind Pass from where Shivaji Maharaj was going front there. Shivaji saw that it was impossible to reach Vishalgarh. When he saw, easily he can hear the horse, that when the horse they are running, their sounds, he can hear that. So he can't reach on the Vishalgarh before the enemies overtook them. He said to Baji Prabhu, this is a very critical situation for the Swaraj there. The road ahead is steep and the enemy is right on their heels. That whatever the road is ahead, front side, that road is a little bit steep is there, and enemies, they are right in behind of them. The situation is there. It is the means enemies, they are on our heels, means on our back sides only. It is now impossible to reach Vishagarh, so let us turn back and face the enemy. So Shivaji Maharaj said that, let us turn back, we'll stop here only, we'll turn back and we'll stand here and we'll face the enemies right now here only. In this way, Shivaji Maharaj, he discussed with Baji Prabhu. Baji Prabhu understood the great situations going on in Shivaji's mind. He understood that what kind of situation is there and what kind of discussion, his thoughts, ideas are going in the Shivaji's mind. He understood it in a proper way. The enemy was fast approaching the pass, and what are the enemies were there? Siddhi Masud army. They were approaching that. The life of the Shivaji and therefore Swaraj was in danger. The life of the Shivaji Maharaj and even the life of the Swaraj was in a dangerous situations there. He said, Maharaj, you must proceed to Vishalgarh. He said that. Baji Prabhu Deshpande said to Shivaji Maharaj, you must proceed to Vishalgarh. Take a handful of soldiers with you. What did he say that? Take some handful soldiers with you. Take few soldiers with you and you proceed toward the Vishalgarh. And I shall defend this pass and I will not let the enemy cross it. And Baji Prabhu Deshpande, he said that I shall stand here only. I shall defend this Ghodkhind pass and I will not allow single also enemies to be passed from here or to come toward the Vishalgarh. I shall lay down my life in the defense of this pass if need be there. And even he said that easily not alive unless and until till the my breathing is going on, till the life is there in my body, till at that time I will not allow to any enemies to be passed from here unless and until I will not die. If I died, there will be many other Baji Prabhus to take my place. And even he said that if I died here in this incident while defending this Ghodkhind, then also many Baji Prabhu Deshpande can replace me. They can be born or they can birth, but no one can replace you. Many Baji Prabhu Deshpande can become there. Many persons, many Sardars, they can become Baji Prabhu Deshpande, but no one can become like a Shivaji Maharaj, or no one will replace you. There is no anyone to replace you, to take your place, to take my place. Many persons are there, but no one is there to take your place. Our Swaraj needs you. The enemy will attack in large numbers. We cannot hold out against them with our limited forces. Our Swaraj, for our Swaraj, we need Shivaji, and if the enemies attack on the large numbers, so we cannot defend with our limited forces here. So please do not wait here. Go ahead. You don't waste your time, Maharaj. You don't waste. Please, you do not wait here. You go ahead. You proceed. We will stop the enemy at the entrance to the pass there. This Ghodkhind pass was a short, narrow there, and we will stop here only the enemy's armies. We shall not let him advance let him advance till we know that you have reached safely. We have reached Vishalgarh safely. Unless and until you know that you reach on Vishalgarh safely, till at that time will not allow enemies to be passed from here. Baji Prabhu's brave words and his sense of loyalty brought tears into the Shivaji Maharaj's eyes there. So the brave words of the Baji Prabhu Deshpande, his loyalty toward the Swaraj, his loyalty toward the Shivaji Maharaj, that brings tears in the Shivaji Maharaj army. Shivaji Maharaj knew that if he stopped here to defend this pass, then maybe they will not be survived here. Then also by knowing these situations, Baji Prabhu accepted the task there. So this brought tears in the Shivaji Maharaj eye. He was most unwilling to sacrifice this gems of a man for his personal safety. He knew that he is sacrificing Baji Prabhu Deshpande's life here for the safety of Shivaji Maharaj, for safety of his only. For own safety, he was doing like in this way. He knew that. So Baji Prabhu was one of the most important gems from his treasures. But he had no time to think of these things there. Shivaji Maharaj did not have any time there. He wanted to achieve his ideal for the Swaraj. Whatever his goals were there, that he wanted to achieve this. He fondly embraced Baji and said that he embraced to the Baji Prabhu Deshpande and he said that we shall move ahead toward the Vishalgarh. As soon as we gain the fort, guns will be fired. We will move toward the Vishalgarh, and when we will reach safely on the Vishalgarh there, then there will be will bloom the guns of the fire. That was the symbol of our safety on the Vishalgarh there. That will be the signal of our safety arrival there. As soon as you hear the gunfire, abandon the pass and follow the fort there. You leave that pass. You move from there. You leave it and you move toward the Vishalgarh, like in Shivaji Maharaj said that. Baji's defense of the Ghodkhind pass. So Shivaji left the Vishalgarh, leaving Baji Prabhu to defend the pass. Baji made a low bow to the receding figures of the Shivaji. Bow down and he made them. He gave the respect to the Shivaji Maharaj figure and then prepared himself for the battle. He took a sword in his hand and stood at the entrance of the pass. In his hand, one hand he took the sword and he stood at the entrance of the pass there, right in the middle there. He divided his company of soldiers into the small groups and posted them at a suitable post or the positions there, some of them with them and some of them were only the top side there from both sides. The Mavadas took their positions and collected huge boulders and the stones to be used as weapons. They were not having many weapons there with them, so they were using the spears. So what they did there, they stood on the important positions and the boulders of the stones, rocks they took in their hand to be used as weapons there on the enemy soldiers there. The Mavadas across the pass were now strong barriers in the path of the enemy there. So if enemy they had to be enter here, they had to cross, they have to defend, they have to break down the path of the Mavadas here. They made a strong barrier gate. Yes, it was not easily to be accessed to be entered. By this time the enemy had reached to the mouth of the pass and once could hear their war cries. Their sound we can hear properly clear, that much clear, near they came. So Baji addressed his troops and said that he addressed his soldiers and he encouraged them with some encouragement, some of the words he used to be encourage them. My brave soldiers and the comrades, be prepared, like he said that. My brave soldiers, my comrades, my companions, you should be prepared. You may die fighting, but do not desert your post. If you died while fighting, while defending this pass, then also don't lose your post where you are. There only you stood there. There only you stand. You do not lose your post there, your place. Someone will immediately replace it. Like in this way, he said there. So in this way, he encouraged to his soldiers this. So today we'll stop here. When we'll come tomorrow, then we'll come with the next part of this interesting lesson. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.